My mum always complains about everything and causes tension and embarrassment sometimes. I have another great story for you today. Please remember to like, share and subscribe for more amazing stories. I'm 30M and was living with my mum and dad up until I was 29. My dad moved out when I was around 25 because they both kept arguing all the time, as my mum always finds things to complain about, even the smallest of things. I moved out with my GF nearly 2 years ago for the first time and started renting a flat with her. A month before I moved out, my dad moved back to live abroad. Whilst living with my mum, every day she would tell me when to go to bed, when to wake up, brush my teeth, shower, etc. And I was in my mid-20s, late 20s and still being told what to do. Because of our culture, I try and respect it and listen as she's my mum. But as it's always constant, it's too much to handle sometimes and creates tension. One example is if I'm getting dressed to go out for a night out with my friend, she would complain why I'm putting perfume, only wearing a shirt, or would tell me to not eat burgers and chips as it's full of oil and isn't good for me. Remember to subscribe and leave a comment. Since moving out with my girlfriend, we still message each other from time to time and I visit once every month whenever I get a chance. Even now, she still finds ways to tell me off for things I do. A recent one was I went on a 2-week holiday with my GF and came back last week. She told me off for spending a lot of money and living a luxurious life. My GF doesn't like her comments and said it's my money and not hers, plus I'm 30 so I can do whatever I want. Next week, my girlfriend's best friend is having a wedding. I was invited to go with her, and yesterday I was telling my business partner that next week I'll be away for 2 days going to a friend's wedding. He asked me to be alert for whenever he calls me as his wife is about to give birth anytime in the next 2 weeks, so wants me to come look after his 3 kids for half a day whilst he goes to the hospital with her. That's when I told him I was unavailable for 2 days next week. As he's close to my dad as they used to work together, they probably spoke today and he told him I'm going to a wedding next week. Then of course my dad tells my mum, and she messages me straight away telling me off again for wasting more money. Me and my GF were ordering groceries and on my phone at the time and the message came through and she saw it and it really annoyed her as well and caused me embarrassment. I tell my mum off but she has a go at me and says I should never speak badly of her and should respect. Yes, I respect, but I find it difficult to not mention any bad things because mostly it's just complaining and complaining about everything. Any advice? Comment number 1: let her know that you're an adult who can make decisions for yourself and however you choose to spend your money is your business, not hers. Also, I can understand your boss being close friends with your dad and all, but I don't like that he went over your head to speak to your parents about you. If anything, I find it to be a conflict of interest, but I could be wrong. OP's reply: I'm thinking they probably just had a general chat about things and he just mentioned it. I haven't confronted him yet, didn't know whether to go in with anger or just casually asked.
Let me know what you think in the comments.